I hope you can hear us now.
I want to scoot in Laura.
All right, I keep forgetting. Waiting for us to actually show up.
Yeah.
Please let us know if you can't hear us. Audio. Okay, sorry guys. We were experimenting with our audio earlier. I didn't realize that it got messed up there. Redo. Okay. We are gonna have a contest. I'm waiting for the okay that the contest is ready to go. So please hold off on entering that. We'll tell you how to enter that soon. Anyways, so we are here with our very first Langrisser stream, joined with a very special guest. If you'd like to introduce yourself.
Oh, I'm Jonathon Chang. I am the senior editor of Langrisser, and I am responsible for bringing Langrisser over to the West on all the market fronts. So, yeah, I have all your questions, and hopefully today we'll get to your answers.
Yes, we took a lot of questions from Reddit and social media. We'll get through some of those. If you guys have questions in the chat, please feel free to drop those in chat, and we'll have our mod hopefully pick them up. I'll try to pick them up when I see them. I'm sorry if we don't answer your question. We don't mean to. We're going to. All right, I'm going to bring up the questions really quick. And why don't we flip over to the game scene? Yes, Langrisser, we did it. Sahil is also off screen. Sorry about our green screen, apparently.
Green screen, by the way. Let me see if
it's
I
a
can.
Good day for technical difficulties.
I'm here.
Sahil's right here. He'll be playing.
I'll be playing the game.
Yep.
Man, anyway.
So, about the game.
Yes, let's talk about it
Langrisser? So, Langrisser is a remake of two games that were released in, the first game was released in 1991, and it is a strategy RPG with a lot of story elements. In the first game you play as this character you'll see on the left side of the screen there, Leadin.
Okay.
And he, so the story in Langrisser 1 is essentially you play as this character who's the Prince of Baldea, and his lineage, Baldea is responsible for protecting the sacred sword Langrisser, and it's been stolen. So the Empire, the Armies of Darkness, these guys are trying to do their own thing, and in turn, hurting the kingdom of Baldea and his people, so he's trying to protect his kingdom. For Langrisser 2, it's about the character Elwyn, who's a descendant of Ledin, and the other descendants of Light. So, yeah, I guess
we're going to be
gonna
playing
take us into playing the game. Yep.
First, all right, so
we get that a lot. We thought the same thing too.
we had a decent amount of questions from people on social media. Just double checking real quick. We're gonna get through some of them. Why don't we start off with let's do a nice easy one. That's fine. Sure. I believe. Oh, you entered so much stuff here. Reddit, Boom Boom Gun on Reddit had asked, what characters did you have the most fun localizing?
Most fun, I would say. Let's see. Hein was really fun because he was a really unique character in the Langrissers. I mean, through both games, who wasn't this kind of straightforward hero type character, so we got a lot of leeway in making snarky jokes. He's really sarcastic sometimes, and overall there's a lot more room for humor and almost fourth wall breaking with him. But whereas most of the other characters are really straightforward, they have very clear personalities for the most part, but Hein was just, he can just be whatever he wants to be.
Sorry, I should advance it out.
Oh yeah, we can do that on auto too later.
So I was just letting John explain some stuff.
Yeah, cool. So yeah, right now this is the beginning of the game. So this is the character Lucillus, or some of you guys may know her as Lucius. She's the goddess of light. So she asks you these questions, these kind of moral questions at the beginning of the game, and depending on how you answer, it'll give you stats different for your commander, Ledin in this case.
Now, do you have like recommended build or anything?
There's a lot of ways you can build them. Once you go into the game, you can kind of see what classes that he has available to him. Like, he can kind of go tankier, he can go more damage. Depending on these questions, yeah. So here's the right here.
Trying to get all three of us in here, but we have to cut off some of us.
Yeah, sorry, it's a tight squeeze, but hi there, everyone. John, I'll let you choose since you're our special guest today.
All right. Here's a question. When the world is facing catastrophe, what will you rely on to save us all? Faith, knowledge, or strength? For me, it's probably going to be...
Sit a little closer, too, in case our
Let's
audio's
go with
not picking
knowledge,
us
see what
up.
happens.
Yeah.
I'm going to make you sit a little closer, John, if you can scoot up
Yeah,
slightly.
Yeah, Let's squeeze in.
Make sure the mic's picking us up.
Make sure the green screen doesn't fall on our faces. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Seems like a good wife. Yeah, she's a goddess, so
Yeah.
I'm afraid that's not gonna happen.
All right. So which one, John? What are we choosing?
Let's go with knowledge.
Knowledge. All right. What do you live for in this world? Oh, I'll do the
Oh,
voice.
okay,
How about-
okay,
I'll do
yeah.
the voice acting.
All right, Laura.
What do you do? What do you live for?
Oh,
in this
gosh.
world?
What was the question? I was.
What do you live for?
What do we
Love,
live for?
fame, or your dreams?
Ooh, I'm gonna live for fame. I'm on stream. I can deal with that.
Yep.
Okay. What do you desire in this world? Wait. By the way, they're speaking in Japanese.
Yes.
Okay. So,
Yeah, it's Japanese.
Okay. Sorry to ruin the.
So it's the
perfectly
dub.
good-
This
yeah.
is the dub.
Yeah, this is the dub.
This is the official
the Nisa
Nisa
dub.
dub,
Yes. Okay. So this one is what do we desire in this world? I don't know, John. What do we desire in this world?
Let's go with freedom.
Freedom.
We're in America, why not?
And so all these choices, each choice will affect the way my character is built. Yes.
Yes, exactly. Just like a starting stats.
All right. So what is the most important trait to have on the battlefield?
Laura.
Oh, what does that say?
Tactical genius,
Just, you
close
can put it on the
rationale,
screen.
or
Okay.
pure strength.
Ooh, I want strength. Give me strength.
All right. I feel like this is a mix of like John's like, niceness and like Laura's
My
like,
aggressiveness.
aggressive like nature. All right.
Wow.
What would your ideal squad be like?
This is definitely a Laura question.
Oh, it was just me. Just me.
Aye, aye. So we're gonna be more of a solo character,
Oh,
it seems like.
that woman is well endowed.
Lastly, what do you fight for?
That was
What
on
about
you.
Sahil?
That's on me.
Yeah.
My loved ones. My loved ones.
Okay, so it looks like you got
Alright.
some stats, HP, a little bit of attack, kind of a little bit of everything.
Okay.
To be expected.
Should we explain what each of these do, or is it we can talk about it as we go?
Yeah, it'll make more sense later, but essentially they're typical RPG kind of stats. You have the HP, movement, attack, defense, magic.
We'll start without an easy start. We don't need an easy start.
Quick call out, since we do have our giveaway running and a lot of people have clued into that. Apologies, it did say gimme. However, I just updated in our title. It is gimme PS4. Sorry, it was an old contest. We did not change that to just be gimme. However, let me talk about what we are giving away and when we're giving it away. If you do type in !prizes, you'll see that we're giving away a Labyrinth of Refrain Coven of Dusk limited edition. We'll let you choose between Nintendo Switch or PlayStation 4. And we also have an SNK Heroines prize pack. It's actually an SNK Heroines limited edition without the game. However, it is unopened. So whoever wins first, we'll let you pick. We'll wait a little bit for you to pick, and then we'll roll the second person. So if you guys are interested in trying to win one of those, please enter the Gimme PS4. There's only one eye in it. I've seen some people type 2 eyes. I'm sorry, there's only one eye. I want you guys to get it right. Secondly, we are only able to ship to the North America region, so it's Canada or the USA, excluding Quebec. We're sorry, Quebec. However, we can only ship to there. So if you do live outside of Canada or US, we will not be able to ship it there, unfortunately. Lastly, it is only on Twitch chat. Sorry, YouTube. If you guys are watching on YouTube, please feel free to come into Twitch chat.
All these gives. Hurry up, Laura.
I'm sorry. I
We're
gotta
trying to
get
play
through this.
Langrisser.
Lastly, John is only here for about 45 minutes,
yeah,
I believe.
I'll be done. 45 minutes.
We are gonna run the giveaway. Not that we don't love him and we don't want him here for the giveaway. We're gonna run the giveaway after he's gone, so we can get through all our Langrisser stuff.
Yeah, because I'm gonna be trying to win those as well. so-
Yeah, we're not allowed
You're
to.
just gonna be
legally.
honest.
Anyways, guys, get your Gimme PS4s and we're gonna roll the winners around maybe between 5:45 and 6. We'll let you know when we get closer to that. Anyways, let's go, Langrisser. I'm ready.
Okay. Oh, Laura,
So-
do you want to move off screen and me and John can be in the spotlight? Is that okay? Because you're kind of like halfway in the screen. And,
I mean, if you
I want to
didn't-
be famous.
You started out the stream asking if I wanted to
Yeah.
be on stream.
No, but now I'm kicking you out.
That's
so.
fine. I can read off screen.
Yeah, it's okay. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's I'm back. All right, so do we want to explain some of these stats real quick? Or?
Yeah, so this is
Oh, we'll start with the.
this is like menu screen. So before you've entered any battle or any kind of story yet, so you can check out the stats of your commanders. Right now, you only have 2 for the first level, Lenin and Volkov.
I'm taking off my jacket because it's gonna get real intense real quick.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right. So yeah, this is you have some starting equipment here. You can see his class. You can also go back to change your class once you have enough CP. The early start thing that you saw earlier before he right after he answered those questions, was you can start the game with more gold and like some experience points to help you give you a head start. It'll let you purchase more mercenaries, so that you could just be a little bit stronger at the beginning in case you need that little bit of a boost, but not mandatory.
Yeah.
Just a quick call out we should probably do. Langrisser is releasing in March. I believe it was March 10th.
March 10th for US. It will
Yes.
be releasing on PS4, Switch, and PC.
Yes, it's going to be March 10th for North American region. EU is March 13th. ANZ is March 20th.
That's
PC March
Australia
10th.
and New Zealand, yeah.
Yes, and then PC for March 10th. So look forward to that, guys.
All right, so I jumped into the first level, so we can kind of get the game started and see what it's all about. On this battle screen, we get to choose what kind of mercenaries we
Right.
want, yes?
Yep, this is like the setup stage, so the deployment, we call it. So essentially here you have two things that you could do. So you can change the position of your commanders, and you can recruit mercenaries. So we're figuring out which soldiers that we want to recruit. At this point in the game, the first level, we can only recruit the regular soldier, and we can recruit up to 4 for Ledin and 6 for Volkov.
I'll just get 4. I don't want to waste too much money. Because money management is actually a big thing in this game, yes?
Yeah. So once you're done with that, you can click in, and now you can see there are 4 little guys around each of the commanders. So mercenaries play a huge part in this game. As you can see, there are a lot of characters on the screen. So you'll have the central commander. In this case, it's going to be Ledin and Volkov that you can control, but there's also Jessica and Taylor for this map. You'll unlock a lot more later on, but right now it's just those 2. Mercenaries play a huge role. They protect your commander, they help you do damage, and your commander is kind of responsible for giving them buffs, and if your mercenaries are near them at the beginning of every turn, then they'll get some HP, among other bonuses.
I'm going to throw over some questions to
Yeah,
the ones we've been collecting. I know we had a couple of these questions. Avalon Lee Productions on Twitter had asked, any retro art / features implemented?
Yes. So we can actually check that out right now. For those of you interested in either you guys can see that the art here is the remastered art. So if you go ahead and hit settings there, go to art style at the bottom. So there's 4 settings. By default, it's going to be the remastered art.
Right.
You can also switch it to the classic art. Now what this does is that it changes the character art, all the character art, to be the original 1991 versions by Mr. Urishihara-san. And you can also change it to just be the map or the characters individually. So it's not just the characters, but it's the background as well. And if you, for whatever reason, you hate the background art, but you love the new character art, you can have the remastered character art and then the classic background art, or you can have it the other way around. So they're both interchangeable.
Sure. So I'll go back to the remastered first, and then later on I'll switch it back so that everyone can see.
Yeah. You can also, we'll change the audio too.
Yeah. So you can also change the audio up here as well.
Yes.
Yes. Modern.
Good old
Yes.
8-bit.
Yep. The base version will be included. Will include the modern version and the 1991 to 94 version.
Okay, gotcha. So we're in control of our character now. So.
Yep.
I think our objective here, the story so far, is that.
Yeah. So what happens in the first level is that the Empire is invading Valdea. You don't know why yet, but the king is in the middle. That's Ledin's father, and you need to get away. So the king has said, "Hey, Ledin, go with Narm and run away because the Empire is very strong." And you will see that if you try to fight the Empire head-on in this match, you will have a very difficult time. So it's in your best interest to run away, but you could
Don't
fight
tell me how
if
to
you
live.
want
No.
to.
You
can
can fight
try.
them if you want. Yeah, it's this is a game about choices as well. So
Yes, very much so. That choices are a huge part of this game. We'll talk about that a little bit later.
Yeah.
Let's throw it to another question that we had. We had a couple of similar questions of Thorscape from Twitter and a Guilty Ghost on Reddit. But why Bowser and not Bozo like the mobile game? And if you wanted to speak to just the general changes in any of the names compared to the other ones, feel free to do so.
Yeah, so our localization approach was sort of independent from the mobile game. We did look at the mobile game and how they localized the names and kind of figured out how, if we could incorporate those. So we did try to incorporate them if we could, because we knew that a lot of people would be familiar with those names. But at the same time, we wanted to keep the original spirit of the game, which was very much inspired by German motifs. So for Bowser, that was intended. I'm trying not to do this without too many spoilers of the character himself, but essentially he's an evil character, right? So in German, the word Bowser means evil. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right in German, but so that's why we wanted to keep with that original name, for him at least. So, and that kind of goes for all the other characters. We really wanted to keep like the original Japanese style so that people would be able to recognize it between the mobile game and the remaster. I know that some people have also been talking about the war song localization, and we chose to stay away from that, just again because of the recognition and because this remaster has the Japanese voices in it. So when you're playing the game, you're going to be hearing, you can hear it, right? Like the Japanese voices?
Yeah,
Okay,
they should
cool.
be able to hear the audio.
Alright, so
Please tell us if you cannot hear it.
yeah, if you guys can't hear the game, let us know.
Yeah, I didn't do my job correctly. So
And then blame it on Sahil.
yeah, you can just blame it on me. I had nothing to do with this, but yeah, I just play the games anyway.
Just
Yeah.
to tag onto that also, we did have another question of Serpent Knight on Reddit, which asked specifically why Lucilius for the goddess name instead of Lucius.
Yeah, so Lucilius was one of those that we tried to keep. It sounded more like Lucilius in Japanese. So again, because you're hearing the Japanese as you're playing the game, we didn't want to make names that were too different. So audibly you would hear the name like Ledin or Boser, and then you would see the words, something that would be completely different. So you didn't want to do Garrett, the original Ledin name, because it would be kind of jarring and you wouldn't think that you were in the right place in the audio. So we really wanted to make it so that you'd be able to follow along.
Cool.
Well, Ledin has to run away now, so
Yep. I mean, you can try to fight, but
I think I'm just gonna sacrifice some soldiers. So you go here to die.
yes.
I'm gonna block that route off basically, so they don't chase me.
Speaking of Japanese voices, we did get a question on Reddit from Beta Blacksmith Boy who asked, is an English dub planned for the game?
English dub. So currently we're not planning to do an English dub. I mean, if we do a future game, we'd love to have the opportunity of localizing more games, but we might do it then. But for now, it's not going to have the English in it.
I would also like to point out that this is a dev build. This is not final build, guys. Just warning you. Probably should put that in the title. But
yeah, this is not the final version. So if you see some problems or anything, feel free to let us know, and we'll.
I mean, for free, for sure. Definitely let us know.
And then blame it on Sahil.
You can blame it on me too. Yeah. John's working hard, so don't blame him. All right, so.
Yeah, you can comment some more on the game while I go through more questions.
For sure.
Right.
So I'm just gonna. My objective right now is to get both these characters to. I think you only have to get Ledin there, but I need to get them in this yellow square pretty much before I get killed, pretty much.
Right. Your mercenaries are basically expendable. They're one-time use, disposable fodder for each level. So your commanders are the ones that you really don't want to die.
People want me to dub this. You're not young anymore, Casa. That'll be fine. The youngins are the ones who need to keep up with me. That old man's dead.
I'm gonna throw a question that I'll probably actually answer. From Facebook, Leanne had asked, can we get a demo of this game? We're aware that there is a Japanese demo, however, we haven't announced anything for this game. But speaking of announcements, if you guys haven't seen, we do have a panel at PAX South 2020. That is going to be loaded with announcements, giveaways, while supplies last, a special guest. Please check it out. You can watch it at PAX South, or you can watch it at home, I believe, on the PAX Twitch channel. So look forward to that. It's going to be exciting stuff.
Ooh, magic.
Yes.
That didn't do that much. Well, that old man's pretty durable. Nothing against old. Sorry. Sorry,
How is that something against old people?
I don't know. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and also if you guys have any questions in Twitch or YouTube, send them over and we'll try to get to them as well.
Yes, I'm hoping my mod is grabbing them, and I'm also hoping I have a mod. But I guess we'll find that out.
That'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
So let's throw another question over at one from Reddit by Mr. Kong, who said, "What are the chances we can get some kind of option to switch back and forth between the new/official and the old/retro localization of character names from Warzone?"
Yeah, same reason as before. Just because we have the voices in now compared to the old Warzone, which did not have the Japanese voices or any voices. We won't be adding in any way to switch between those names.
Cool.
Okay. Let's see.
Sorry, it takes me a while to cross off these questions once I read them.
The cool thing about if you try to combat these guys, your mercenaries are gonna pretty much die because they're just stronger than you. But if you do kill a few units, you do get some EXP for like later levels and stuff. So it is kind of like worth it to like sacrifice your troops in this stage to kind of get a few levels as well. I think, just from like a strategy standpoint of it.
That's right. Mercenaries don't get experience, but the commanders do. So if you have the mercenaries kill things for you, then the commander gets experience.
Yeah.
Also, if the commander dies, so if you target the commander first, all the mercenaries will also die. Will disappear. So that kind of gives this dichotomy where you have a choice of choosing to go straight for the commander to defeat them quicker, or if you want the experience, you'll go for the mercenaries. So you won't get the experience for the mercenaries if you kill the commander first.
Let's throw a question over to Twitch chat because we haven't asked one yet.
Yeah.
CJ Iwakara just asked, did you play any of the Genesis fan translations at all? And if you did, were any of them influential in localization?
So we used some of the... So we looked at a lot of the names from the fan translations, but we didn't... We tried to stay independent from whether it's the Sega or the PlayStation versions, PC versions, mobile versions. So we wanted to kind of do it from scratch.
Let's do one more Twitch question since we just got one. M3 Talk 1D19. Is there going to be a choice in difficulty or just one?
So there's not difficulty in terms of like an easy mode or a hard mode. There is that easy start that Sahil.
I noticed that.
Yeah, from the beginning.
You want more money?
Yeah, so that will give you a bigger chunk to start with. So, but there is at the end there is a new game plus mode, to where you can decide the difficulty. So it's called challenge mode for Langrisser I and II, and when you start a new game, you can choose to start challenge mode with carried over stats of your commanders, gold, and combat points from your clear save, or you can start challenge mode with a new save entirely. And every time you play through a challenge mode and you beat it, the game will get harder and harder and harder. So if you really want a high level difficulty, play challenge mode, keep playing it, and then don't carry over your items. That's like really the hardest thing. Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I would also say that kind of some of the difficulty in this game is kind of made by yourself, because depending on the choices you make at the beginning, that's the way your character gets built. So you can kind of affect the difficulty that way.
Yep.
If you lower your stat, if you choose deliberate choices to lower your stats or something.
Let's throw another question over that we had from Reddit by Alpha08. How many different paths are in Langrisser and Langrisser II?
So, I guess that kind of plays into the difficulty thing. Paths are a big part of both games. They weren't always there in the original games, but they were added in the subsequent remakes. But for Langrisser I, there's going to be 8 main paths. So there's 4 base paths, light. I don't want to spoil too much.
Yeah.
So don't listen if you guys don't want spoilers.
Spoiler alert, guys.
Plug your ears, everyone.
I'm not going to tell you guys how the story ends, but I can tell you what the paths are. So the 4 base ones are light, Empire, Darkness, and Independent. So the Independent one was added a little bit later. It features a new character. But with those 4, you have a good or a true ending. So you could do light really well, or not as well, or darkness the same thing. You can do it really well or not as well, and then the endings will change based on that. I don't want to give away the endings themselves. So for Langrisser II, it's actually a lot more. There's 14 endings in Langrisser II. So it's because in Langrisser II, there's a new mechanic where you actually make a choice. So your choices in Langrisser I, well, both games, they're influenced by whether or not you complete the objectives. So say there's a battle where you see some soldier who's injured, and you have the choice of saving them or leaving them to die. So if you fail to save them, then you might not get their help later on in the game, which will influence the story. For Langrisser II, sometimes you'll actually be asked direct moral questions like, do you want to help this person survive? And then based on those moral questions, it'll change the story. So there's a lot more characters, there's a lot more endings in Langrisser II. There's also more than 500 character endings for both games combined.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah. So yeah, each character can have different fate at the end. So things like if you get a certain number of kills with this character, then they'll have a better ending. So if you do worse with them, then their ending will be worse. So it's really interesting what you can get with all the characters.
All right, let's throw it over to Twitch real quick. Dimitri, I just saw that you were about to ask about a PC port. It is going to be available, I believe, on Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, and Steam.
Yes.
We are currently playing on PlayStation 4, if you guys didn't want to know. He did ask, will there be 4K support for the PC version?
Oh, I guess I don't know
Still
yet,
works on
so.
Steam, so...
I'll
more
let you
information
know.
to come. I always default to no plans at this time. Oh, man.
Where's that Travis emote?
Yeah, ask Travis. Let's continue a little bit along the questions that Alpha 08 had, which I believe he asked, Langrisser I have secret scenarios like Langrisser II?
So I think what they mean by secret scenarios is the hidden doors that you sometimes find on battles. So sometimes you, as you're fighting characters, you'll see like a door, and then if you inspect it, a character will be like, oh, hey, interesting, it's a door. Maybe I'll inspect this later. And if you choose to inspect it later, you can go in. And there's 2 hidden missions, unrelated to Langrisser actually. So they're kind of tributes to Messiah's other games. So there's one Choaniki, and everybody likes to talk about Choaniki, but it's I don't really know how to describe it. Neither do I really want to. I'm sure
Maybe it's better for people to find out on their own.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, you guys can Google Choaniki, but it's not one of the games we're localizing, but it is another game that the original developers made. So if anybody knows in Twitch or you do it in chat what that is, maybe you could explain it. But I think I'd have a pretty difficult time explaining it.
Yeah.
But yeah, Langrisser I does not have those.
So just to run through, we kind of beat the first stage there. So we did level up a couple times. So if we go to our commander tab here, we can press X, and then we can go to class tree. In class tree, do you want to explain this, John?
Yeah. So each class, it's similar to other games where you have a branches, and whenever you upgrade a class, you get a couple things. You get stats. You get to unlock soldiers that you can use for that unit, and you unlock skills. So skills are like passive abilities. So, for example, upgrading him to Lord will give him healing, and it's more like a leadership role.
Yeah. I don't have enough points for that right now, but if I move to this guy, he has a lot unlocked already because he's
Old.
Yeah, exactly. With age comes wisdom, everyone.
With age comes skill points.
Right. Yep. And to unlock these, you need CP, class points. So you'll get those as you play through the game.
All right. So yeah, we won't touch this too much because we're just kind of going through the motions. But yeah. So I'm also gonna go to. We can see our like spells here as well. Right now we have Sharpen, which just raises the attack of our mercenaries and allies around us. We have our soldier mercenary. So basically, when you unlock a different class, it gives you more mercenaries as well. Yes. So.
Yep. You get additional types of mercenaries that you have access to. So yeah, these are skills. They're basically passive abilities. You can only equip a certain number at a time.
Yeah. And there's also these other skills of like, you unlock more skills as you unlock the classes as well, as John was saying. So, and you can view them here. And then items, well, I haven't bought any. We're gonna buy some right now actually, because there is a little shop here.
Yep.
And yeah. So this kind of eats away into our resources a little bit too. So we have to be careful on what we spend and how many mercenaries we recruit for each battle, because you can run out of gold and you can put yourself in a difficult position because you won't have enough money to hire mercenaries to help you clear the stage. So
Yep.
so I'm just gonna buy 2 of these. And,
Yeah, for those of you guys who are joining us, especially for those of you who are curious about this game, who know about the franchise through the mobile game or whatnot, let us know what your questions are for this title, and we'll be here to answer them.
If you guys do want to get a link to the the official game website that we have up, I believe you can do !game or !Langrisser, and that would bring it up. So feel free to visit the official site. It does actually have all the limited edition, standard edition, and links to where to buy it. Pennywise on Twitch, or Pennywise146 on Twitch, had asked, how long are both games?
How long are both games?
depends on
Why are you
how many-
smiling so?
Depends on how much of the game you want to play.
First the hill,
How much you
100
wanna
hours
skip?
each.
Yeah, because I'm just gonna try to complete everything. So if you're a completionist, this game is gonna take forever. I'm just telling you.
Yeah, Langrisser 1 is shorter. I think you could probably beat that game within 15 hours, 20 hours maybe.
Yeah.
If you're just looking for one path. And depending on the path too, that really affects it, because some of the paths are harder. I'd say light route is generally pretty easy, and then the independent routes for both games are far more difficult. So
Yeah, so I'm kind of showing some of that off right now. So like you can see at some chapters there are some branching decisions that you can make, and if we go like even more down, we can see that there's even more
Oh, wow.
routes.
yes.
And then you were talking about like all these character endings too. So like it's all
Right.
these routes like times those character endings.
Exactly, and that's
it's
how you
just-
get the 500 plus.
It's crazy. This game's crazy.
Yeah.
Everyone go play it.
Yeah, for the branches, if you are thinking about which branch do I want to play, do I want to play Light, do I want to play Empire, do I want to play Darkness, pay attention to those optional objectives. So every time you go into a match, you will see like a list of objectives and optional objectives. So think about how that could possibly play into the story, and whether or not that's something that the Empire would do or Light would do. So yeah.
All right, let's start this battle.
All right, while you're starting the battle, I'm gonna throw it over some more questions. Let's go to the one I was just looking at. From Reddit, Jorichio had asked, are there any intentions for other games to be remade? Langrisser, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Not yet.
So we don't have anything confirmed at the moment, but we'd love to if we have the opportunity. Yeah, I mean, there's just not enough for us to decide on, because this game hasn't been released yet. But who knows?
Yeah, we're very supportive of the series in general. However, we don't have plans for that at this time. Definitely keep up with our social media. You'll find out the announcements usually there first.
Yeah. Yeah, we know how much people like the characters, and I get questions all the time, like, oh, hey, I really like this, I really like D-Heart, I really like Rachel, when are you gonna release 3 and 4 and 5? Yeah, so we'd really like to, just because it's one of these unique series where the game and the story just changes a lot. Like it goes from this medieval fantasy type thing to like a futuristic thing, where they freaking have mech suits. So
Wait,
it's
really? That's
really
awesome.
And we always do like to hear what you guys do like to see. If you like one of our games, feel free to let us know on social media, on our Twitch chat. We have a Discord. Feel free to join that. We're just interested in knowing what you guys like seeing. That's
You got any more questions?
Yes, we do. So Yo090 on Twitch had asked, does the game have a masterclass system like Fire Emblem?
A masterclass system? I don't know. I haven't played a lot of Fire Emblem, but I do know that there are like kind of like end goal like classes pretty much. So like if you go one route of your class, at the end there will be like kind of like a quote unquote like super class, and I know each character has like a unique class to them. Yes.
Yeah. Well, some of them do.
Okay.
I think for Ledin it's something like Golden Hero or something along those lines.
Yeah.
But yeah, some of the characters have like a unique class, just like Fire Emblem would for their central main characters. So yeah.
Let's throw to another Twitch one.
This is a hard one.
Oh no. So TH8827 had asked, who is your favorite character? You know what? I'll give you one from Langrisser 1 and one from Langrisser II.
Okay.
I don't even know how to answer that, honestly.
Okay, Langrisser 2, it's gonna be Hein. I'm just gonna say that.
Kind, really?
Why do you sound so
He's
judgmental?
Really?
A lot of people would judge, but Hein's, you know, like a very average-looking, vanilla, normal mage
Looks
boy.
like a
you know?
dork.
Yeah. You look at him and he's just like this blue-haired guy with no real expression on his face. And you know what? That's like me.
You have blue hair?
No, oh no,
Not yet.
Not yet, yeah. Not
Next time you
yet.
see John, he'll have blue hair. Dio, can you draw John with some blue hair? Thank you.
No, I mean like, you know, he has like this personality that's really sarcastic, and he's just kind of dragged along for the ride. Because this whole thing is like, oh, hey, Elwin, you saved my life, so I'm gonna join you. But that's the only reason, and you're my friend, so I'm just gonna tag along. And you know, he gets dragged into all this, you know, road-crushing stuff, end of the world, blah blah blah. And he's like, okay, I guess I'm part of this. I guess I'll fight. And
This
stuff.
is fine.
It's like the Empire just burns around it.
Yeah. For Langrisser 1.
I like,
I'm gonna have to go with. Who do you think so?
who's the, like, mage girl in green? Who was at the beginning? Was like Nora?
Jessica?
Yeah, I like Jessica.
Oh,
Just because, like, I like using her as a character. So,
yeah, she's really cool as a character.
Yeah.
I generally, gameplay-wise, I do like Narm and like Cherry's type character. They're like females, but they have a lot of aggressive builds that you can do in classes, like high mobility, like riding on dragons and whatnot. And those are like my favorite kind of classes for characters. So.
It's probably a good one we should have covered in the beginning. But also from Boom Boom Gun on Reddit, are there going to be any gameplay differences in comparison with its original release in Japan?
Yeah, there's a lot of differences. So for this remaster, it includes all the changes. For Langrisser 1, it was all the changes from the 1993 Descendants of Light version. And then for Langrisser 2, it includes all the changes from the 1994, 95, and 96 remakes, including the Der Langrisser version. So that includes like all the graphical changes, the backgrounds, the UI stuff. And then for gameplay, some people have been asking about this, but in the original Langrisser there was permadeath, so if you lose a character, then they die forever. But they did remove that, just because for this remake, Langrisser 1 and 2, they kind of use the same engine. So since Langrisser 2 didn't have permadeath, they removed it from Langrisser 2. Both games in this compilation don't have permadeath. The general UI, the gameplay engine has been changed completely. There were a lot of story improvements, so the first games didn't have any of like the branching stuff. And so all the branching, all the choices, even being able to join the different factions for your protagonist is completely new. And then there was, to account for that, you know, you're now able to play as all the characters that would have been your enemies in the originals, and then they added a new character as well. And that's Betty.
Yeah.
Oh.
She sounds normal, but you'll
she's
find
not.
if you go with the independent route and you meet Betty, that it is quite unlike any of the other routes.
Why does he have
Really?
such a normal name then? What's all these crazy anime names?
Yep, Betty.
It's
Who
Betty.
knew? She's the
I
biggest
kind of want to
troublemaker.
ask you about it after, but that sounds hilarious. Anyway,
Oh man. We are getting close to our 45-minute mark. You are
Yes.
also free to let me know whenever you have to leave.
Yeah, I'll leave it. If
You just
there's
get up and
other
walk
questions.
out at some point.
Bye.
We have a couple more questions. We want to cover them real quick.
Yes.
We did get Liam X on Twitch had asked, will PC version have mouse support? I don't know. It's more of a you question. So
oh,
you don't know yet?
I don't know yet. Yeah. I
Okay,
can't
more
say,
information to
sorry.
come.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
All right, let's throw even more questions at John. What do I got?
If you guys have any other questions, I do have to leave soon, so just send
Yes,
them
get your
over,
final
guys.
questions in.
Yeah.
Let's do a fun one from Boom Boom Gun had a lot of questions on Reddit. There's a fire, you can only grab one thing, Langrisser 1 or Langrisser 2.
Definitely, I love Langrisser I. It's the original, it's the classic, but Langrisser II has just got so much more stuff. It's got more interesting characters for me. It has Hein.
Is that it?
No, I mean just.
All right, bye, John.
Well, I will tell you that the good thing is that we do have Langrisser 1 and 2 in a singular game now. So if
Yes.
there is a fire, feel free to just grab that.
Just grab this game.
Why don't we end off with TH8827's question, which is there anything else you want to tell us about the game that we haven't asked?
Tell us, John.
Let's see. There's a lot of really cool stuff. Like the characters, I really can't divulge too much about what happens in the story, but choice is everything. Just try playing the game. If you play the game once and you do kind of like, what would I do type thing, and you get, if you're a good person, then maybe you would do the light route.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like the clearest, most simple path that you would choose, but it's just, there's so many surprises that this game has to offer in terms of story, in terms of characters, and in terms of just the choices that you are presented with. So just go out of your way, do something that you wouldn't do, and if you beat the game, play it again, try something else, and you'll find that there's just something new with every playthrough. So it's really rewarding to find that stuff.
Yeah, I played some of the early builds of this game, and it was just really interesting to see. I'm looking forward to this one, guys. I'm telling you, please play this game. It's really cool. If you never even heard of Langrisser before, I highly recommend it, because I didn't even know what Langrisser was before I started playing it, and yeah, it's just really interesting. Just the story just makes it keep going and going, and then the choices that you make are just sometimes it just has shocking results.
Yeah, exactly. If you played the light version, the ending might be kind of more or less to what you expect. Good triumphs overall. And then, but if you try the alternate versions, they're just so much different from the original. It's just different things happen, but it's just the whole tone of the game shifts completely. The difficulty shifts, and just everything's really different. So you just get all these perspectives of a story that you wouldn't have otherwise gotten if you just play it once. So yeah, try it out.
Being mean in games makes me feel bad.
That's why I don't
on the
do
inside. All right, John, thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciated all the insight you've given us to Langrisser. We do have many more new release games coming up, so maybe we'll hopefully see you again at some point. Look forward to that, guys. We're getting our stream schedule settled out so you guys can see what's coming up in January. We're going to throw up the Be Right Back screen. We will, I promise, be right back with audio. And then we'll continue with a little more Langrisser. We'll fill out the stream all the way to 6:30, and we'll get that giveaway going. All right, guys. We'll be right back. Oh, sorry, I'm on this side.
Yeah.
No, just because people were in the dining hall doesn't mean they're not a suspect.
But the people in the dining hall were... If the irons caused the blackout...
Allow me to cut through those words.
All right, we're back, guys. Thank you for joining us. I'm going to call out to Daniel real quick, who is helping run our giveaway. I'll say let's run that at 6, so you guys have about 11 minutes to get your Gimme PS4s in. We're not going to give you a PS4. A mistake on my part. We're supposed to change the word, however, the word is Gimme PS4. Just to recap, we are giving away a Labyrinth of Refrain Coven of Dusk limited edition. It looks like this. It is unopened because it's in a box. However, it's pretty cool. It actually is in that box because it does have a specific part of it that isn't included in the box, so we have to have a super box to hold everything. I believe it's actually the cards, I think, that come with it. So that is one of the giveaways. You're free to choose that one. The second thing we have is the SNK Heroines limited edition in a nice box. Well, not that that box wasn't nice. I swear the Labyrinth one does actually have a nice box. It's just encased in the actual.
You want to show that on camera
cardboard.
a little bit
But it's a really nice art on all of them. I'll
It's
show
a
you
very
all the
nice
sides. This is without the game. It's more like an SNK Heroines prize pack. However, this is unopened. We have saran wrap surrounding it. So really no console preference there, I guess.
By the way, if you guys had any more questions for John, feel free to jump on our Discord.
Yes, we have a Langrisser channel.
Yeah, we have a Langrisser channel. If you just like ask John questions, he'll be more than happy to answer when he's not busy, of course. But yeah, he's very open to talking to everyone about whatever he can. So.
Creature asks, why no game? It's a good question. Unfortunately, that is the way it came for us. But we are giving them away. It does come with, I believe, a hat. I think it has a shirt in it. Let me actually look it up real quick, because I should probably tell you guys what's inside of it instead of just this mystery box.
Mystery box, ooh.
I know for sure it's got like a Fatal Cutie cap for Terry. If you guys are into him in Smash, he'd probably look really nice in it.
So by the way, I'm just kind of playing this game, and yeah. I guess to talk, if you guys have any questions about the gameplay or anything, I can kind of answer it for you. So I've almost beaten Langrisser I on my own time when I'm working in the office on like capturing footage and stuff.
All right, I got a list of all the stuff in it. Actually, let me link this to you. Oh man, I'm in the wrong thing. I'm gonna look it up over here. Sorry. So what happens when you look up something on a laptop and then you want to link it to chat and you're not, it's not open there. But it does come with a really neat tank top, an SNK tank top. It's got a deluxe hardcover art book, a 2-disc original soundtrack, a lapel pin set, sleeveless shirt, which is the tank top I was mentioning. Heroines. You also have the Fatal Cutie cap, a workout towel. So you've got basically the sleeveless shirt, the cap, a workout towel. This limited edition is telling you guys to go work out. Okay, so you also get a wrist sweatband. There's a lot of stuff in this.
So we have a question. Gamer of Time asks, how difficult is it? So for me personally, I think the difficulty here will just kind of range for depending on like how experienced you are with strategy games. For me, this game was kind of like playing like in the later maps. I will say that it's kind of like you're always against the odds pretty much, so you have to like really strategize and you really have to like kind of play like every move's gonna be your last. So yeah, because you get outnumbered real fast, and like sometimes like more waves of enemies will come in and you're just not prepared. And like, so yeah, it can be difficult if you just don't know what to expect. That being said, if you kind of think ahead a little bit and like round out your party and stuff, and like you round out like the kind of units you have and stuff, you can kind of prepare for like the worst in a sense. And yeah, you'll pretty much it's a good challenge. It really is. I think the game's pretty challenging, especially if you want to like do some specific routes, I think. But yeah. Oh, is this a classic Nisa Twitch stream? Yeah, me and Laura have not been on a stream together for a while.
It's true. I did hurt myself a little bit.
Yeah.
That's actually why I was out for a while.
Oh, okay.
I hurt myself in a really dumb way.
Okay. Well, yeah. Laura, don't do that.
It's so
Everyone
dumb.
scold Laura in chat. Thank you.
All right, so I just linked the two things. I believe I linked that in Twitch chat only. We do have the limited edition for SNK Heroines Tag Team Frenzy. Game not included, sorry guys. However, it's super cool. A lot of good stuff in there. And then there's the Labyrinth of Refrain limited edition, which is sold out. So this is truly limited.
First, Oni Chandan, I love your name, has still always had a beard like this. I haven't shaved for like a month.
Oh
so,
boy.
Yeah.
Silent Dante asks, when is the release date for this game? It is March 10th for North America. Let me type in Langrisser. That should also bring up the website if you guys want to see the official website. A lot of cool characters you can go through, the stories on there, just system specs and stuff. And we have the limited edition listed on there with the standard edition and links where to buy it.
Casual Scrub, love you man, says, can you tell the story?
Oh, it's not that interesting.
Is it dumb?
It happened when Pokemon came out, and I spent the whole weekend playing a lot of Pokemon, and when I eventually stood up, my tailbone hurt really, really badly, and I don't know why. And I had to like take a sick day, I couldn't sit down and stand up, it only lasted like 3 days, but I don't know what I did to myself.
You played too much Pokemon. That's
I really did. We got 5 minutes until the giveaway is going to be running. Also forewarning to Daniel to please roll a winner, and then we'll decide. Well, we won't decide. They'll decide which one they want. Yeah, tailbone injuries are no joke. Actually, those really really hurt. I had to buy a special pillow.
By the way, if you guys are wondering what those like shiny little spots are, basically those
The
are
gold?
Yeah, sometimes it is, yeah. But sometimes they're like items or skills, actually. So, actually, no, I think most of the time they're like special items. They're either gold or they're special items. So they're definitely worth. You kind of have to go out of your way to like get some of them. So yeah, it's kind of good to like send one guy out to, or like a small squad to like go get that item. Oh yeah, Trevor is asking.
Oh yeah, sorry, we were supposed to turn
So I'm
classic
gonna
mode
switch to after this turn is over. I'm gonna kind of. You can press and hold circle to like kind of like skip through all
yeah,
this.
and also
You have
square
to-
to speed.
Yeah, if you want to just like speed through everything. I'm just kind of like wanted to show like most of the game off. As you can see, we have even more enemies to fight. So yeah, it's like my my level 20 guy. He's kind of good on his own, so I don't have to like worry too much about him. But yeah.
Quick call out about the giveaway also. It is only available for North America region, which means Canada, US. Sorry, Quebec. Your giveaway rules are confusing. Not confusing. I'm kidding about that. But so we really can only ship to that. Usually we say if you've won a previous giveaway, you can't win in the next 3 months. However, since it's December, very, very close to the holidays, because we're about a week off from when most of us are actually going to be gone. Which also means no streams next week, just as a forewarning for you guys. It is the season of giving, so we are giving things away to you guys, regardless if you have won in a previous month, excluding if you won the last December giveaway, because that's just unfair. So if you guys want in November, feel free to enter. We want to give you guys stuff, many, many stuff.
I'm trying to get the thing about using Ledin at the beginning to like clear out those bandits is that I kind of like he kind of falls behind like movement like wise, so like he's kind of always behind everyone. I kind of wanted to get him to the front so he could fight the bandits, so he can gain more levels and I can unlock the classes with him. So yeah, I'm just trying to like grind as much as I can in these maps.
I have
That's
to say,
kind of a
when,
strategy.
When John was on stream, and whenever you were in the fighting scene, and we had like one of those guys behind you, and I kept thinking he was a third person on screen.
There's 4 people on the stream, including that strange man in the background.
Yeah, no, for reals.
I like Chris's old art style. She looks so cute.
Are you in, oh yeah, you're in the old store right now.
Yeah.
I like that their mouths move. I don't know if they moved in the original one, but I wasn't expecting it when I did pull them up eventually.
Yeah, no plans at this time for Refrain 2.
Sorry guys. However, keep up with our social media. That you'll find it out there first.
Yeah. It's the best way. By the way, again, if you guys have any questions for me, let me know. And I'll do my best to answer. I think the stage after this one is like kind of the real difficulty test, because that stage is it kind of like spikes up the difficulty a little bit. So yeah, you kind of have to. The stage after this one is like kind of more challenging. Right now, it's just like you have so many allies that are kind of doing the work for you. It's just you don't have to really worry. But I am gonna try to grab this item over here. So before all my other units just happen to. Or all the ally units happen to win the fight. Did I move? Sometimes I forget if I moved a character or not, so bad on me. Also, one thing I forgot to talk about is that if you battle, the terrain that you're on matters a lot. So you can't really see it because the top of the screen kind of blocks it right now. Maybe we can fix that. But basically, when you're on, what tile you're on gives you bonus stats. Like right now, I think I get plus 10% to battle, and then minus 10% to my defenses. Or so, like if an opponent attacks me, then I'm at a 10% disadvantage, and then if I attack opponent, I'm at a 10% advantage. I believe that's how that works. So, yeah, depending on what tile you're on matters a lot. So, if you want to do a more defensive position, like go into a forest or something, you know.
Alright, we are about 1 minute away from our first drawing. Eagerly awaiting.
I really like the old style art a lot. It's very appealing. It's got that like kind of charm to it.
Yeah, I really like it too. Like I like. Did you change the music too?
Oh, I should change the music.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
We gotta go full retro.
I actually don't know what the old music sounds like. Maybe I should put on the headphones.
Where's my mod? That's cool. I didn't want to hear it.
Oh, I can hear us.
You can hear us?
Yeah.
What do we sound like?
I sound whiny as usual.
Thanks, dude!
Oh, Dreamers 180 has won either a Labyrinth of Refrain limited edition, or SNK Heroines price pack. Please feel free to let us know which one you would prefer. and then we will roll another winner.
All right, I'm gonna change the music settings.
We will wait a little bit for him to respond, hopefully. Otherwise, we'll decide for him.
I like Langrisser II. I can't, I actually can't speak properly when I hear myself talk. It's just like, I can't speak properly normally, but it's just like, it's extra hard. It's because it's like, oh, I hear myself talking. Is that me? I'm like having an existential crisis. Anyway.
You'd like Labyrinth. All right, we're going to DM you for which Labyrinth you would like. I would like to also announce, because we did have more viewers than I had expected to have, which is great, and we really want to thank you guys for joining us. I'm going to increase the amount of prizes we're giving out, which means I'm going to increase the amount of winners.
Do I win a prize?
No.
Oh,
You work here.
Man.
I will add 2 more Labyrinth of Refrains. So we have 2 Labyrinth of Refrains available and a SNK Heroines prize pack. So we're gonna draw 3 more winners. I do not know if we drew the second one already. So please, Mod, feel free to draw the second one. We're gonna make it 4 winners total.
The Cerulean Emerald asked, this game looks pretty cool, dude. What systems is it available on? PS4, Nintendo Switch, and eventually PC. Steam.
Steam
Yeah,
PC. Yeah,
Steam
same
PC,
thing.
yes.
Yeah.
And
Did we get
then,
another winner? I don't know if I missed it in chat.
was it? I don't even know.
Well, Mod, feel free to let me know when we have that other winner. It said Dreamers, I think that was, would prefer the Labyrinth of Refrain, so we are still drawing for Labyrinth of Refrain or SNK Heroines.
By the way, thank you first, Oni Chandan. If he wins, he'll share his prize with me. So.
Oh, how nice of him.
I know.
He doesn't deserve it. Not
What?
Oni-chan.
What?
Sale doesn't
Mayuri
deserve
Ferris, thanks for the follow, dude.
it. Still waiting on that winner.
I think that's the first time I unironically said dude like a Brinny.
Oh boy. It's really infectious, honestly.
Sandy says it all the time, and then like I just like have the urge to say it. Why, Sandy? Why? Waifu King Exceed says he woke up from his nap. Well, we're playing Langrisser I on PlayStation 4, so I hope this is the first time we're doing it too. So I hope you enjoy it. And if you have any questions for me, please let me know, and I will try my best to answer. Rosary. Oh, that's an equipment thing.
Mod, where's my winner? Where's my second winner?
All right.
Thanks, dude!
We do have Nintendo Switch to choose from and PlayStation 4. We do have multiple of each, so we should be good on that front.
All right. Dio says, I love this 16-bit music. Actually, I need to give it a listen right now.
It's pretty good. I actually almost prefer it, but maybe that's just me.
Oh yeah, it sounds pretty cool.
Guys, feel free to keep entering if you haven't entered the Gimme PS4. It's not a PS4. You're not locked into the PS4 Labyrinth of Refrain. But please feel free to keep entering until we are... Oh, Waifu King Exceed! You've won a Labyrinth of Refrain limited edition or SNK Heroines prize pack. Please let us know which one, and then we will roll another...
Waifu like woke up from his nap and he just won a prize. That's awesome.
That's like the best kind of way to
It's
wake
like,
up.
Oh, what? I hope you're not half asleep.
If you guys don't win, I will let you know we do.
Oh my God, Laura!
We do giveaways every Thursday, and we got a lot of new stuff coming up, so please do not fret if you have not won. We have another Labyrinth of Refrain open, and we have an SNK. Well, actually, we haven't decided. What does Waifu King Exceed want?
Waifu King Exceed, tell us what you want, and we'll give you what you want, what you really, really want.
Labyrinth, please? Alright, look out for a DM. Roll them in 5 minutes. Good. That sounds good, Daniel. Alright, we got a Labyrinth and we got an SNK.
We get some love for our moderators, by the way. They work really hard behind the scenes, and they manage to give. Daniel manages to give away.
It's usually multiple people behind the screen too, not just one. Well, sometimes it's just one person, but
Sometimes
still.
Trevor is on and Aaron is on. I just want to say Justin's on too. Just want to say thanks to our moderators. I know Daniel came in here to like fix our mic issues, so
Yeah.
yeah. Just shout out to them. They do a lot of hard work and are underappreciated, and send them some love. All right. Send them some. What's a love emoji?
A heart?
No, like a Twitch emoji.
Oh. Twitch have a heart?
Wait, hold on. Let me read this. I understand. I gather the soldiers. You need to rest, Your Highness. Says Hockey.
I like how wide they are.
You have my eternal gratitude, Duke Hockey. Okay, bye.
It's so wide.
So yeah, I got some gold. I got some gold.
All right, entries resume. Daniel says, "Let's roll some more winners."
Yeah. Daniel, Justin, whoever else is out there, you instill me in the fear to cuss with great skill. Dia, watch your language. All right.
Please check your DMs. We want to send you a
It's
thing.
charming. I like it.
For people who do win, just because the holidays are coming up, it's possible we might not be able to ship it out until after the holidays. Mostly because I think we're having issues with our label printer. Just so you guys know.
So yeah, the next time we stream this, we'll be sure to play Langrisser II. So
Yes.
if you're looking to see that, we'll play that next time. Let's see. So I'm gonna buy a great sword. I think we have one more. I think we get a party member after 3. So after chapter 3. So I have the rosary here though. So I got one of those. So I think,
Why do you have a sardine, Mad Zenith? Did you enter our contest? You get a sardine when you enter our contest. It means nothing, except a little bit of happiness.
It means nothing.
It's also a way to, so you guys know that you entered the contest. If it said you received a sardine, it means that you've gotten 1 entry.
Items. Okay.
So it's our very dude way of letting you know.
Sup, dude?
Can we talk about the gorgeous character designs in the Langrisser series? Of course you can.
Yes.
Everyone's
of course.
gorgeous.
No.
Even
seriously.
the wide ones.
Okay.
I don't know. I kind of like the retro style.
I love the retro style.
it's
so charming.
so like shiny and everyone's so tan.
All the female characters. Anyway.
If you guys are
I'm
interested in
getting
some
fired,
merch, I believe we have some wall scrolls and art prints actually on our store of the characters. So feel free to check that out. I might be able to link that to you guys real quick. But they are very, very nice wall scrolls. Oh yeah, metal prints.
M3 Talk says, sorry, I'm saying your name wrong. When is the next stream after this one?
It's actually going to be, I believe, not January, December 31st. That's going to be our last Penny Punching Princess stream series and craft. Oh, we're also going to do like a holiday craft. So feel free to check it out during then. And then after that into January, hopefully we're going to see a lot of new stuff. We do have a PAX panel coming up. Probably be hosting it on our channel too, so feel free to check it out on either of the channels. If you win this giveaway, does that put you in the cooldown for giveaways? It does. We generally don't let you win.
Bye, Pennywise.
Oh, goodbye. Life doesn't suck. I hope you feel better. We put you on a cooldown for 3 months. We keep track of that. If you guys ever want to know, we'll let you know when the date is. However, December is an exception because we love all of you people.
All right, this stage is really hard, so here we go. Now, change positions.
Oni-chan. You'll win one of them, I swear.
Okay.
The odds get better because we keep eliminating people, right?
So in certain chapters, you can change the position of the commander. You can like switch their position with another commander's position. But for these first few chapters, you can't actually do that. So that becomes unlocked a little bit later on. So and it becomes kind of a essential thing to do, especially if like you want certain units to fight certain units. So
if you guys do want to see some of the merch, that is the wall scroll we have of some of the characters. It's very pretty. I believe we had it actually up during was it Anime Expo. I think we had it like displayed on a wall. It's very nice. And we also have some metal prints on there, so feel free to check that out.
now there is a kind of like a little hidden objective here. Basically, there's all these villagers you see, and if they all survive, you get a little bit of a bonus at the end. Although saving them is really, really difficult. So yeah, I'll try my best, but can't make any promises.
Oh, Dorky Deviant also called out Satoshi Urishihara is the name of the Langrisser character designer. If we didn't already read that out loud. If I did already read that
I think
out loud.
John mentioned it,
Okay.
and then I wasn't paying attention.
But just to give props out, very good character design.
Yeah, I love it.
When are we due? Are we due for another drawing in 1 minute, I believe? We're doing 5-minute intervals?
When you said drawing, I thought of Dio's drawings.
Yeah, we're actually drawing the winner.
Yeah, can you, Laura? Can you do that? Can you draw the next winner on like a sticky note?
No, I don't have a sticky note.
Aw.
I don't
Or
know
like
where they
paper
went.
or something. And then for that winner, can you give them the actual?
No.
Like...
That's not going to happen.
Aw.
Punk Gamer X, that Satoshi Urishihara's art still holds up to this day. It does. It's very, very beautiful.
I like how this guy is just in a house, like all these horses, this tiny house. That's pretty funny.
Gonna close the entries in 1 minute. All right, this is our third person we are drawing, I believe. We have SNK Heroines and a Labyrinth of Refrain available.
Whee! All right. Daniel's a raccoon?
You see? Oh, I was like, is this something I
Daniel,
haven't
are
noticed
you a
since he's been
raccoon?
working
Can you
here?
confirm? Daniel's busy. I don't want to bother him.
He's doing the giveaway right now.
Yeah, Daniel's doing so much in the background. I don't want to bother him.
Closing the giveaways. All right. Big shoulders, big hair, big. Yeah, we know. We've seen it.
The magic hat. Oh. Oh no, none of that now.
Oh, I almost didn't recognize this level for a second. I was like, where?
Yeah,
what,
this
what
level
are you
looks
playing?
so. The levels look so different in the retro style. It's kind of wild. So yeah, all these villagers are gonna flee to this one church building, I think. So yeah. Mercy. Is that how you say it? Mercy 7 has won the Labyrinth of Refrain Limited Edition.
Oh, nice.
SNK. Aaron's prize
Please
pack.
let us know which one you would like, and we will mark that down.
Yeah. Oh.
Hang on.
Laura's passing notes in class.
I'm sneaking secrets around.
Oh, okay. Anyway. Let's see. How many stuff have we given away so far, by the way? I don't even know.
We are on 2 Lorcot, I believe, and Labyrinth of Refrain, Coven of Dusk, and Labyrinth, please. All right, so all you guys obviously like Labyrinth very much. 4th winner, I'm actually gonna let you choose on this one. We do have more Labyrinths. I'll let you choose between SNK and Labyrinth since I don't want you to feel like you're stuck with something you don't want to win. And however, it's going to be up to the previous people which ones they want, and that may determine which one you get for console.
Yeah.
Oh, just kidding. No, you'll be able to choose.
Okay.
I just saw what the other people chose.
Okay.
So, 4th winner, I will let you choose between SNK and Labyrinth. I want everyone to be happy.
Okay.
It's a really nice limited edition. It is also very limited.
I don't know. I'm just playing the game anyway. Leoch looks
Like
looks
Lelouch.
faster than Warsong. Tried playing that one, but Battlestick Survivor. Yeah. What's cool about this one is that you could just kind of press the circle button and it just skips all these like animation. Everything goes really quickly, and then yeah, you can like skip all this dialogue. And yeah, if you want to just like play the game, you can just do that. Honestly, they made it pretty like accessible. So. So how do you enter? Basically, you do the exclamation mark. What
It's
is it?
Gimme PS4 right now.
Yeah.
So please enter that in. I believe in the next 5 minutes we're going to be rolling it.
Sorry, I'm reading chat to make sure I didn't miss any questions. As all these units just die on screen. Yeah, I'm gonna get overwhelmed by a lot of dudes. So. Laura's a real MVP. Nah.
I just want you
I'm
guys
the
to be
MVP.
happy. When we get a lot of viewers, we might spruce some things up.
Stop.
Yeah,
Stop.
you can ignore Streamlabs saying SNK heroines if that's not what you want.
Yeah.
That's fine. It's got some cool workout gear though, I'll just say.
Don't let them get any further. Send every last one fleeing for his life. Oh, that's pretty merciless, actually. Okay.
I think it's so funny how they're like the modern sprites, but they're on the super retro map. I like it. I do, so we did play the original Langrisser a couple times. To
he's
compare
actually
it
low
to
on
this
health.
to the new Langrisser, and I thought the battles in the old school one was so funny, because now we have like the full animations of them like throwing things, they're like hacking at each other, but in like the super original one, they kind of like just like push against each other.
Yeah, it's really
which
funny.
I found it super amusing. I actually liked it a lot, but.
By the way, if you are low on health, if you defeat a unit and you level up, you gain all that experience, or your HP returns, I believe. So, yep. I'm level 5 now, and I'm at full health, which is pretty cool. So, kind of a strategic way to, if you're kind of losing a fight, make sure you level up, or try to. I don't know. It's just like it's a nice little depth there, you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite character? Did we talk about? We talked about yours, right? You like the green hair.
Yeah. No, not the green hair.
Not the green hair?
Her name's Jessica. She's in this game. You get her later. She's like a mage. She becomes super strong and uses all this crazy magic.
Nice.
I like there's a girl and a bird later on, so she's cool.
SBL Lover 3 said,
She was at the castle.
I have more
Her name.
questions. How does it feel to localize Langrisser for a modern
Gnarly,
audience?
yeah, I like her.
John is actually very active on our Discord. Feel free to drop that in there. Tag him. He will answer it. Probably not tonight because I think he just left. But definitely check out our Langrisser channel. We have our Discord link. Filters on the top of our screen there. I believe it's discord.gg/NISA. I think is the title. I don't think it's NIS America.
I don't know.
But definitely check in with our Discord. John is very active there for Langrisser questions. He's localized other games like Lapis Labyrinth, Destiny Connect, I think is another one he localized. But also very interesting game, Destiny Connect.
Thank you for the follow,
Closed.
Espeon, by the way.
Dorky Deviant.
Dorky Deviant? Oh my god! Dorky Deviant, dab for us.
Thank you guys thank you people, everyone. Sorry, I'm having trouble with words. Thank you guys all for entering. We do have more giveaways coming up. I want to say they're going to be very exciting giveaways. But congratulations, Dorky Deviant. Do you want Labyrinth? I have to ask. It's totally fine if you do.
Yeah, Dorky dab for me.
Check in with us again on Thursdays if you
Single
do want to
strike
keep...
guy, thanks for the follow. I'm interrupting Laura.
Thank you. It's okay.
Yeah.
I interrupt you all the time.
Okay.
Definitely check in with us on Thursdays. Thursdays are our giveaway streams. We're also doing probably. What do you mean probably? You gotta decide. It's okay. Our mod can message you too, and you can decide there too. But our giveaway streams are on Thursdays, 5 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. Pacific time. Tuesdays are generally our more casual streams. We've been doing stream series. That might change up a little bit, especially since we have a couple things coming up. If you know that Psycho Shooting Stars Alpha is coming out in January, and then the Bravo one is coming out in February. So we usually do pre-launch streams on Thursdays instead, and the launch streams are on Tuesdays. SNK does not include the game. It is just the limited edition pieces. So you get the tank top or the sleeveless shirt, which I'm not really sure what the difference between those two are. But it's got a lot of cool stuff in it, like a sweatband and the hat and an art book, the soundtrack. Espeon Lover asks, so are y'all big fans of Langrisser? What's your favorite game, and would you recommend it?
I'm kind of new to the whole series because
Yeah.
Working here got me kind of into it. I had to play it. Someone held me at gunpoint. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. That didn't actually happen. Yeah, I think I like Langrisser 1 and 2. This game a lot.
It's very
'cause,
relaxing.
But then again, I haven't played. Actually, I did play like the Sega versions or whatever.
The original ones.
Yeah, the original ones.
We had to play those. Those are
we had to play those.
Confusing when they're not in English.
Yeah, that was actually pretty fun too, because it was just fun to figure out what was going on.
But yeah, for the most part, we didn't actually get introduced into Langrisser until we actually got it here. When does Disaster Report come out? Oh, 2020, my man.
Hold on, I have a more
Stay tuned for...
I have a more important thing to say.
Oh, okay.
Waifu King is craving chicken now.
Okay. Anyways, stay tuned. We will announce, a release date eventually, but you have to stay with us, keep up with our social media. You'll see it there first. For now, all I can say is 2020.
Light Leo, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it.
He did also ask us what's our favorite game and would we recommend it.
What's our... Oh, wait, what?
What? SBN's second question was, what's your favorite game and would you recommend it?
Langrisser-wise?
I think it was just general.
I don't know. I don't want to give an uninformed opinion because this is the only Langrisser game I've really played. So I think maybe someone in chat can have a better opinion. Or you can talk about it in our Discord where there is a channel for this game. And there are a lot of avid fans talking about it. So, yeah.
3 Talk 1 Dude 19 said, so how many years until Disgaea 6? Hey man, no plans at this time. Though if you really are interested in Disgaea and if you guys weren't able to check out one of our previous streams, we did have our president of NIS, Mr. Sohei Nikawa, come in and we asked a lot of Disgaea questions for him. It was a pretty good stream, should be in our VODs, might be on YouTube, but it should be in our past broadcasts on our Twitch channel, so feel free to check that out. It was a really fun stream. It's very entertaining. We played Disgaea 4 Complete Plus, and Mr. Nikawa is a very, very entertaining person.
Oh, these villagers are gonna die. It's gonna suck.
So play the first and go from there, or try the gacha mobile game. I haven't tried the mobile game. I know it's very popular. I don't know if you have an opinion on the mobile versus
I've
this.
never touched
I
it.
will always recommend Langrisser 1 and 2 because you get the sweet retro version, which is as close as you can probably get without having the actual old school Sega system, right?
Oh. We're talking about Langrisser? Oh,
Yeah, we're talking about Langrisser.
Oh, yeah.
Should you try this? Should you try the mobile? Because there's a lot of
Oh,
Langrisser
the mobile.
games.
Yeah, I actually wanted to. I was like, I was I don't know what I was doing, but I was like looking through the App Store and I was like, oh man, I should play this. But I don't know. Then I chose some visual novel about ninja girls or something.
Oh.
Anyway.
Okay. Getting a little too into detail there.
Anyway. Yeah, by the way, if you have any last minute questions, I will do my best to answer them about the gameplay and game mechanics or anything.
Yes.
Also, all these villagers are getting beat up.
It's
really
so
sucks.
sad.
I know, it's really sad.
They just kind of cower there.
Yeah.
Oh, look, some of them are left.
Yeah.
That's fine. So sad.
Dio says, all right. If Dio's out of it, then I know I messed up. But anyway.
King Teeth 731 says mobile game's pretty solid. I will take his advice.
Bye, Buren. Take care.
I know a lot of people also stream the
night.
mobile game too.
Yeah, it's
so
really
you
popular.
can probably find someone on Twitch. Check it out there.
I don't think I'm gonna complete this in time, so
That's fine. We'll
yeah,
cut
which
it
is good.
before the
we're not allowed to show it.
but
anyway.
chapter 3 ends.
But yeah, man, I want to get this thing.
M3 Talk 1 Dude 19 said Darn was gonna ask if you thought pineapple belonged on pizza.
By the way,
I don't.
you think about that, but I wanted to share with everyone that I ran into Laura at Walmart the other day.
Oh wait, we're gonna tell this story where you tried to run away from me in public.
So, no, let me just tell the story real quick.
God.
All right, so I went to Walmart because I'm a very busy guy, and you
Yeah.
know, I needed an agenda because I needed to plan next year out and my whole life out pretty much. So I go to get this agenda, right? And I sound like I'm doing like a Seinfeld bit.
I know.
Anyway,
What's going on?
but yeah, I ran. I just like I'm on my way out, and I'm like near this like. What is it, like the sewing
You were
section?
by the sewing stuff.
Yeah, and then I see Laura, and she just looks like she wants to kill me.
I wasn't
honestly.
doing that, I swear. That
Well,
wasn't my face.
Yeah, but
I gave him like the, oh, what are you doing here face.
Yeah. She looked at me like I didn't belong there. but
I just don't expect to see you outside the workplace.
that was my town's Walmart, by the way.
I'm sorry.
In
I
an
go there a
undisclosed
lot,
location, by the way.
actually. I was buying fabric for a tree skirt. I want people to know that. Also, in regards to pineapple, the one thing I always like to say is it's the snack that eats you back. In case
What?
anyone wanted to know that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
it
scared.
will dissolve meat. Because
What?
pineapples are acidic. When you eat it, it eats you too. They'll probably take a long time.
Laura's always prepared for more.
No, like legit, Sahil did try to run from me at Walmart.
Yeah, I did.
Like he saw me and then I gave him the look.
Yeah,
and
we
he
just like
legit
stared at each
bolted
other
down
and
the
then-
aisle.
Yeah, but then I said hi, and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
well, see you at work tomorrow, buddy.
Yeah,
And,
that's the story. It
That
was
was the
really
story.
awkward.
Yeah, it was awkward and funny.
I did get my fabric though, so.
Yeah. If one of you guys runs into Walmart, if one of you guys runs into me at Walmart, just make sure it's a really awkward experience, okay? Thank you.
Ira Winless said, looking forward to this game. I played the original 20 years ago. Glad to see this remake in English. Glad you're looking forward to it. We're happy to bring it to you guys, and we hope you guys all enjoy it too. Coming out March 10th, so I'm excited. Sardine better on pizza than pineapple? I've never actually had sardine on pizza, but I am not offended by sardines. I like them on crackers.
Punk Gamer says, pineapple is good, but the mix of sauce and fruit can give you the...
The run-ins.
Yeah.
I actually don't like that much stuff on my pizza. Like, I know some people like, you know, the more stuff on it, the better, but I'm like, I really only can take like 1 or 2 toppings at a time, and it's always, I prefer 1 topping.
Yeah.
I'm like a purist.
I get confused by the people who like put every single meat on there.
Like, I'm not opposed to that, and, you know, sometimes it's fine. It's just for me personally, I can't do it. It's too many things going on. Need good mouthfeel.
And by the way, these missions do take a while, so like, because like, there's some of them are multiple parts too. So.
He's so tan.
Who?
This
guy?
Lance, I forgot what his name is. He looks so tan, and then when you go back to
Volkov or whatever?
his little character sprite, he's like less tan. I don't know why it amuses me.
Casual Scrub says pineapple pizza is a war crime. I cannot confirm nor deny those accusations.
What's a war crime? Pineapple and pizza?
Yeah.
You know, I'm not actually opposed to pineapple and pizza because it's like
Guys.
really only combined with ham. So
Guys,
it's like
can't
2
we all get
toppings.
along, please? Can't we just agree that every pizza deserves some sauce and some cheese, even though I don't eat my pizza with sauce? So.
Or cheese?
No, I eat cheese. Dude, this villager is so dead.
Also,
thanks for the follow, by
yeah.
the way. I forgot. I didn't see
I
that.
only saw half your name. I'm sorry. But
Oh,
thank
it
you
says right
for-
there.
Oh. Oh, hey, Mayor Colossus.
Yeah.
So we're watching ourselves on our stream.
Yeah.
It's delayed.
I'm gonna sneeze, guys.
What character would you cosplay as, but as the opposite gender? Oh, I've done that.
Oh, for who? Oh man, I'm gonna sneeze.
Let's see, who did I do? I did it for Pandora Hearts, actually. My friend wanted me to. No, I did it also for the Axis Powers Italia when that was out.
I just cosplay as a QA tester.
There was actually, no, there was a guy I was gonna cosplay as. I don't remember who it was, though. I was actually seriously considering it. I don't remember. It was an anime, I swear, probably.
Uh-oh, this is a bad situation.
Pizza without sauce. 10 fish GG. That's just cheese bread.
Cheese bread?
Alright, we got 5 more minutes, so get any more pizza talk you want in this. Just a heads up for our winners of the giveaway. Usually we're pretty fast. I am pretty fast at mailing your prizes out. However, please understand that we are going on holiday, so a lot of us aren't going to be here over the mostly next week, a little bit into the week after that. However, you know, once we get into New Year's week, I should be able to send out your stuff then.
Oh, what our staff is asking.
But
Aaron says Hein.
Trevor would cosplay Narm. But not change the costume. You know, Trevor,
you're brave.
Oh yeah, Daniel ran into me at Fanime. That was funny.
There's a lot of us now. Man.
There's many of us. The mods are all one.
By the way, I hope you guys really enjoyed the stream with John here as well. We are planning to do kind of more of those things, I think, right? So.
Yes. We're going to try to get more localization on. We'll see who else we can get. We like having them on to answer questions. You know, we're looking for some Lana streams coming up, hopefully. You know, Psycho coming out soon. We got Disaster Report. Some other games. I know you guys are excited for Trails on Nintendo Switch. Any news about a certain SRGB? SRG. I said that's so weird. SRPG visual novel being localized. Wink, wink. Hey man, no plans at this time because I actually don't know what you're talking about.
Oh man, I forgot. So a problem I always run into while playing this game, I forget that, like, especially on like some of the stages that are more like divvied up, I guess. I always forget that there are certain like squads in certain areas. So I just completely do a turn and then I just don't utilize that squad on that turn, and then like they get like decimated, and I'm just like, oh man. So situational awareness in this. Try to remember all your units and stuff.
Dio was asking if Daniel's morale held out better than yours when he saw me, which he did hold out better. It was more confusing, but that's fine. I was in cosplay, so it was awkward. I think I was looking for someone too at the same time.
Trevor and Aaron were one entity.
I was trying to figure out what that said. Trevor
confronted Aaron about being my manager, and then because Trevor wanted to be my manager, but then Aaron decided that Trevor is the vice manager, so that Aaron manages me.
Well, you need an agent and you need a manager. They're two different things.
I know, but now I have 2 managers, where one of them's a vice manager, so now I'm just confused.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
You at least have a manager to help you, and a vice manager. Dude said Seal's my manager.
Dio, I love you. You're the best. SMT style fusion for the mods. Turn me into Beelzebub. Thank you.
Oh boy. Got a couple people talking about mobile game. Mostly it's a little grindy. I do not have experience playing it. However, I will take all your words for it. It does. I have seen it being played though. It is very pretty looking.
Yeah.
That's about all I can say for that. And I do appreciate good art in games. Can you hear my shoes squeaking?
I'm scared.
It's all right. We're gonna wrap up the stream here. Just a couple call outs.
I'm not gonna beat
to go
this. I think
through.
I'm gonna die.
Check out our panel at PAX South. It is going to be filled with announcements and giveaways and a special guest, and we want to see you guys there. We want to see you guys watching it. Check out the PAX South Twitch channel if you guys want to watch it from home. I believe it's going to be at 2:30 p.m. Central Time. I think that translates to 12:30 Pacific Time and sometime East Coast. We also have we just did the Steam Winter Sale that started today. That is going from December 19th to January 2nd. You can get up to 75% off on our Steam games. Go check it out. Just check out our sale page. I think it has all the games listed there, which is pretty cool. We are out next week. Please be aware that we will not be streaming next week at all. We're all going to be on holiday, doing holiday things. It's Yeah. We'll be back on 12/31.
You made that sound very suspicious.
I don't know. I'm doing a lot of things on the
Laura,
holiday.
you're suspicious.
I
right
know.
now.
I got secrets.
So yeah, by the way, happy holidays to
Yeah,
everyone.
happy holidays,
and,
guys.
Stay safe, make good choices, and I'm stealing a line from my friend
Yeah.
Jordan. But yeah, just stay safe and
J-Roa also.
have a
thank
happy
you.
holiday. Spend some time with your family. Spend some time with your friends.
Yes. Be excellent to each other.
Yeah, exactly. And thank you so much for this wonderful year of streams and
Yeah,
stuff.
we will see
really
you-
appreciate it.
Almost next year. We'll see you the day before next year.
Yeah, and then I'll have more to say. So.
All right, guys. Have a good one.
But yeah, take care, everyone. Happy
Bye.
holidays.